use headphones for best experience. For your fantastic support. Hi, welcome to another video. Thank you so much for all feedback and lovely comments on my last video, the behind the scenes ASMR artist behind the scenes, something like that. Could never guess or imagine that I would get so many fantastic comments and positive feedback on that one. So it was really, really nice to read. And I tried to reply on many of them as well, but maybe not everyone. But I just wanted to know that I appreciate it so much, that what you write. Just a short shout out here for my content on Spotify or Apple Music or other music streaming platforms. Don't forget to check it out. There are some new albums that I released quite recently. These two, The 12 Labors of Heracles and Astronomy Book from 1923. And it's split into tracks like this. And there are more albums on its way, so don't forget to check it out and listen on these platforms as well. Today's video is going to be about old maps, some old maps of Stockholm that I think is very beautiful. And I've been interested in this map for quite some time now, but it's quite difficult to find it. This one I borrowed from the library. It's called the Stadsplanekontorets karta över Stockholm med omgivningar. And this scale 1 to 20,000. So it's quite, I don't know how to describe it, but it's a quite small, or do you say big scale? I mean, it's a lot of details scaled up somehow. But of course it's not scaled up because the reality is much bigger. But it's a quite very detailed map from 1930. So it's also very old for being this type of, to have this scale actually. Usually I've seen maps from this time around 1930. They are more likely would be in scale 1 to 100,000 or maybe 1 to 50,000. That's the smallest number I've seen, except for this one that is in 1 to 20,000. So I think it's really interesting and I love the details on this map. You can see there are a lot of details in the forested parts, for example. Mountains, forests. So it's very tiny, all the details. I have to zoom in a bit. it's very beautifully written here, all the labels, small houses, and I love these roads. By this time the roads weren't so wide, there were no motorways, freeways, there were just old local roads everywhere before cars became very common. And yeah, I'll show you the front one more time here, because here you can see this is sheet 7, and it's Stockholm and its surroundings. Omgivningar means surroundings, so it's not just the city of Stockholm. Here you can see the city of Stockholm by this time, and also that's quite rare to find from this time, a map that's not showing only the very center of Stockholm but also the surrounding, the areas which are now parts of Greater Stockholm. I mean, now almost all these are urban areas with a lot of districts and residential areas. I mean, Stockholm has grown a lot on these 91 years since this map was printed. So this book, sheet 7, will show this part of Greater Stockholm, or Stockholm surroundings. And this is actually another city, Södertälje, to the southwest of Stockholm. And today we have the commuter train. This is where one of the commuter train lines goes like this from Stockholm to Södertälje. Yeah, I think this is the lines here are the railways. So what I'm gonna do today is that I'm gonna compare and look for some points, some spots on these maps from 1930. I'm going to search for these points, these places, and this is something I found on the website, and this is just a print. So it's the route for two bus lines. Bus line number 3 and bus line number 6. These are old bus lines, not in use anymore. SJ was the company. A bus from SJ. I guess this is some pages from this little booklet, Bus Timetables, from 1960 actually, for these lines, number 3 and 6, those two I just showed you on the map. And also number 8, 14, 15, 16, 20, 21A, 21B, 22 and 30. So it's around the areas called Södertälje, Huddinge, Stuvsta. Yeah, mostly in these areas, to the central of the city of Stockholm, central Stockholm. And what I found so fun and interesting about this map was that all the stops are listed here. From Södertälje, see here, Södertälje Central, the railway station in Södertälje, to Norsborgsvägen. Here you have an arrow showing it continues or comes from Södertälje, and here is Norsborgsvägen, and then all the stops along the old main road leading from Södertälje through all these areas to central Stockholm in 1960. Here you can see some scale here you can compare. This is 5 kilometers. 5, 10, 15, and then some more. Yeah, so if we have 15 kilometers to Norsborgsvägen, I think Norsborgsvägen is located here somewhere. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, so maybe 25 kilometers in total, the distance between Stockholm and Södertälje. I'm really not sure, and this is just very quick guess. But yeah, this map is from 1930, as I said, and this one is from 1960, so it actually differs 30 years. But I still think you can find on this map, I think even 30 years after, the main roads were still basically the same. Because it wasn't until the 1960s, 1970s when they started to build a lot in Stockholm and other places in Sweden, for example. Build new roads, motorways, freeways, a lot of new residential areas and districts. Because I think from 1965 to 1975 they had decided to build 1 million new residence flats, for modern flats for people. So they started to build a lot. So that's the time when the city kind of changed in the most radical way, I guess, in a very short time. So in 1960 we can still see a lot of, we can trace back in time to 1930 quite easily, follow the same old roads. So we're gonna follow this line from Södertälje through Norsborg, Fittja värdshus, Segeltorp to Zinkensdamm in central Stockholm. Maybe I would also like to show you the other one from Huddinge through Lösavägen, Stuvsta station, Snättringe, Segeltorp, Telefonplan to Zinkensdamm in central Stockholm. So these two lines. also, yeah. Okay, no. I thought it was like you could see on the numbers here what distance it was from central Stockholm, but I think it's just a number of how many stops there are. So it's 49 stops to Södertälje center, city or center. And I'm going to start from Södertälje, since this is the map I have in front of me here, showing Södertälje. So here we have Södertälje in 1930. Very detailed map. You can see all the streets, bridges over the canal. And here's the railway station. And the railway. Lakes and everything. But from the railway station, here somewhere, this bus number 6 must have started. Södertälje center, and then next stop would be Stortorget, the greater square. So my guess would be that this could be Stortorget. It's the biggest square I can find here. Or if it could be that one. So either from central to here, or from the center to, yeah, let's say this is Stortorget, and next stop will be Lasarettet, the hospital. So that's after this bridge here. Södertälje Hospital. No, sorry, that's Läroverk. That's a school. Here we have it, Lasarett. So that's our next stop. Probably here somewhere along the road. And the next one will be Ekensberg. So here we have something called Ekensberg. And the next stop number 45. Yeah, maybe I can also tell you which number it is. So 49 was Södertälje Central, 48 was Stortorget, 47 was Lasarettet, 46 was Ekensberg, 45 will be Listonhillsvägen. And this area, this hill here, you can see it's a very big high elevation here. You can see it on the map because it's so detailed. Very dark here. So it's a high peak somehow. I think it could be Liston Hill. And then maybe this could be Liston Hills Road, Södertälje. So my guess is that this stop is here somewhere. Or possibly here. And stop number 44 is called Glasberga Krog. Yeah, so this could not be Listonhillsvägen because Glasberga Krog is we're already at this stop here. Glasberga Krog. Number 44. And number 43 is called Oxelbyvägen. So a road leading to something called Oxelby, probably. Can't really find something called... Yeah, actually I did find it now. Here, Oxelby. So here's the road, and here must have been the bus stop. And then we have stop number 42, Vellingevägen. So a road leading to a place called Vellinge. Okay, so Vellinge is actually far to the north on this map. It's located here. Here's Vellinge Ström. At the Lake Mälaren. So this is the third largest lake in Sweden. So here's this road that will connect to the main road somewhere here. We had Oxelby road here, so yeah. Here must be Vellingevägen. Then we have stop number 41, and it's called Bergaholm. So it was easy to find. It's here. This big farmhouse, something. Bergaholm. And stop number 40 is called Skårbyvägen. So we follow the road here. probably the open areas, and here we have forest. And here we have Skårby, quite hidden. The typography is quite hidden in these maps. I like that. So Skårbyvägen should be here. Next we will go to Fogelsta Gård, bus stop number 39. And it's here, Fogelsta Gård farm or mansion. By this lake, the Bornsjön it's called. So from here we will go to number 38, Salemskyrka. Here we have Salem. Here it says school, but where's the church? I guess it is here somewhere, because this is the only place where it says Salem. And I know that there's a old church here. You can see it from the main road today. The freeway here. I think the freeway goes like this today. You can see this is a beautiful place just by this lake here. Then we have the next stop, number 37, Södertälje. So here probably we have a road leading to Söderby Gård farmhouse. So Söderbyvägen should be here. And next stop, number 36, is Lindhovsvägen. Here we have Lindhov by the lake. This is another lake called Aspen. So Lindhovsvägen should be located here. Yeah, so we went from Söderbyvägen to Lindhovsvägen. And next stop, number 35, will be Fiskarhagen. And it should be here somewhere. Here it says Hagen. Not exactly Fiskarhagen, but I think it should be here. And the next stop will be number 31, Norsborgsvägen. So it should be here, because here we have the road leading to this place here called Norsborg. And by this time this looks like it was like countryside, but today it's a big district of the city, actually, or suburb, where we have a metro station and everything. So this is Norsborgsvägen. We've seen Södertälje Central, Stortorget, Lasarettet, Ekensberg, Listonhillsvägen, Grasberga krog, Oxelbyvägen, Vällingevägen, Bergaholm, Skårbyvägen, Fågelsta gård, Salems kyrka, Söderbyvägen, Lindåsvägen, Fiskarhagen, and Norsborgsvägen. So both Fiskarhagen and Norsborgsvägen you can see here on the map as well. I mean this map showing the bus route. So next stop will be... I will not care about these, I guess. Sometimes some routes, some departures might have gone to these places too, but I will focus on the main road here. So from Norsborgsvägen, number 31, we will go to Prästgårdsvägen, number 30. So here we must have Prästgårdsvägen. I think. Because here it says something about the residence for the... not sure exactly what it's called in English. Priest. Next stop will be Botkyrka. It's here. This church here. And that was 29, and 28 is called Kyrkskolan. So the church school, where could that be? Yeah, here it says school. Skola, very hidden typography on the map. So church school, Kyrkskolan, and then Eriksberg, number 27. Here it says Eriksberg. So it must be here in this road cross. And next stop will be Hallundavägen, number 26. So then I have to find Hallunda. It's here. And then I think this could be Hallundavägen. So here should the stop be located. Eriksberg was here, yeah, and Hallundavägen is here. Next stop is Slagsta. And then it actually looks like the bus takes a turn somehow. and doesn't follow the road straight like this. And then I guess it went like this, the Slagsta. And maybe on some roads that were not constructed at this point in 1930. Maybe they had built new roads here in 1960, perhaps. So next stop will be number 25, Fittja värdshus. Guess it's here. Värdshus is like restaurant or inn. And then we have Fittja bro, the bridge. And it should be here, this bridge. Over Albysjön. And then we have number 23, Huddingevägen. Could be this one already, because this road will lead to Huddinge. But it's quite far, it's not even on this map, but I know it will lead to Huddinge. Or, I mean, I think this is actually Huddinge, but this will lead to the center of Huddinge. This is part of the municipality, Huddinge. And next stop, number 22, will be Hagaviken. Here it says Hagaviken, so should be here somewhere, maybe on a road that's not visible on this map, so maybe here, just by the water. And then we have Vårby källa. Here it says Vårby källa. That's stop number 21. Spring of Vårby. And then we have stop number 21 again. There are two, stop number 21 for some reason. And that's Vårby baden. It's here. The beach of Vårby. So something like this. And the stop should be here. And then stop number 20 is called Vårby Gård. Today it's a metro stop, metro station called Vårby Gård actually. Here we have this place. And the next stop will be after a sharp turn, so I guess this road. And the stop is called number 20, so there are two number 20 as well, called Bastubacken. And my guess is that it's here, just where this map ends. Because you can see here, there are quite short distances between these stops. You can see there are 2 number 20 and 2 number 21. And yeah, we have now traveled from Norsborgsvägen to Prästgårdsvägen through Botkyrka, Kyrkskolan, Eriksberg, Hallundavägen, Slagsta, Fittja värdshus, Fittja bro, Huddingevägen, Hagaviken, Vårby källa, Vårbybaden, Vårby gård, and Bastubacken, the sauna slope. So let's check the rest of the stops on another map. So next stop will be Vårby grindstuga. And that's here, grindstuga. Probably a small house by the road where the gate is to this place, Vårby, this mansion. And next stop is Vårby skola, Vårby school, number 18. Here it says skola, so it must be here. And next stop, number 17, will be Hagen. And Hagen could be here, because these white areas are flat areas, like fields. So hage means, a hage is typically a flat, open field. And next stop will be Johannesdalsvägen. And I haven't found Johannesdal on this map. But I guess it could be, let's see what the next one is. The next one is Norrtorp. And the one after that is Huddinge allé. So my guess is that Johannesdalsvägen is here, because there is a road here. No, actually I think Hagen must be here. The open fields here, and then this can be Johannesdalsvägen. Because here we have a long road leading somewhere outside the map. And then we have the next stop, Norrtorp, here. It says Norrtorp. And that was number 15, and then number 14 is Huddinge allé. The alley leads to Huddinge farm or a mansion here. And next we have Smista, number 13. Smista actually here. So I'll just put it here for now. Smista. And then we have number 12, Häradsvägen. And that's a big road even today in Huddinge. So it's this one, this big road here. That connects Segeltorp with central Huddinge or Stuvsta. And so this is Häradsvägens stop. And the next stop is Mälargatan, number 11. Could be here somewhere. And then we have Sveavägen, number 10. Could be this one. The last road in Huddinge before we cross the border here. You can see the border to Stockholm city. And next stop, Sveavägen was number 10, so number 9 is Herrängsvägen. You see this area or district is called Herrängen, so here we must have Herrängsvägen, I guess. And next stop, number 8, is Långbro sjukhus. Långbro sjukhus. Another hospital. So here somewhere. And number 7 is called Svartlösavägen. And as we come closer to Stockholm center, we will notice that there are actually, it differs quite a lot from 1930 to 1960, because I don't think Svartlösavägen was built in 1930, but I know today it's a road here somewhere. So I think Svartlösavägen in 1960 could be here. It's a big road in this part of the city, in this area. And number 6 is called Hökmossen. Here you can see Hökmossen. Small old house that you can actually visit today. Many of these small houses have been destroyed, demolished when all the new residential areas, districts were built in the 1930s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, etc. But a small house called Hökmossen is still there. And number 5 is called Västbergavägen. And it should be, let's see, could be here, I think, because here we have Västberga, so this road could be Västbergavägen. And next up is number 4, Karusellplan, the merry-go-round square or something like that. Also, I think it's more modern invention than 1930, but I think it's here. Here it says Södra Folkparken, the Southern Folk Park, like amusement park somehow, old-fashioned. And now this is a residential area with an address called Karusellplan, and I think it's here somewhere. Probably built in 1940s, I would guess, or 50s. And then we have another stop number 4. The rest of the stops are actually numbered as number 4. We have Midsommarkransen, and it's here. Midsommarkransen. That's an old, I guess it was a suburb when it was built. It's a very old area outside the very old part of Stockholm. One of the first suburbs, but now it's part of the city. I think it was built in 1910 or something like that. So it was on this map. It was already 20 years old, or they started to build it in 1910. And the next one is Årstadal. So we follow the road here. You can see there are also a tram line here that follows the main road. And Årstadal should be here. Here it says Årstadal. This small area. Nothing of this area is left today. It's a completely new area here. These were old houses. That all of them are gone now today. And after Årstadal we have Liljeholmen. Here. An old railway station here. And yeah, this is how the road goes today. In 1930 it was like this. But I think it's a little bit strange because I think in 1930 they might have already built this new road here. But on this map it looks like the road goes like this. Anyway, in 1960 for sure there was a road here, so Liljeholmen should be here. And next stop is Hornsplan. It's here. What's called Hornstull today. But in 1960 it was called Hornsplan. So now we have crossed the bridge over Årstavägen. And we're in the very center of the Stockholm city. And the very last stop is called Zinkensdamm. It should be here somewhere. Today this is a metro station called Zinkensdamm. At this cross. So that was the entire bus line number 6. Let's see. I can repeat the last stops from Vårby Grindstuga to Vårby skola to Hagen, Johannesdalsvägen, Norrtorp, Huddinge allé, Smista, Häradsvägen, Mälargatan, Sveavägen, Herrängsvägen, Långbro sjukhus, Svartlösavägen, Hökmossen, Västbergavägen, Karusellplan, Midsommarkransen, Årstadal, Liljeholmen, Hornsplan och Zinkensdamm. So I guess it was quite easy, but not 100% accurate to follow this 1960 bus line using a 1930 map, very detailed map over this whole area from Södertälje to Zinkensdamm. But let's take a look at this part as well. Now I would like to show you also this part more in detail. So it's the stops for bus line number 3 between Häradsvägen and Huddinge railway station. And then I will use another map. So this is a map of Stockholm and surrounding areas, suburbs, from 1958. Here you can see. It says 1958 to 1959. So this is actually more from the same time. From the same time that this bus timetable was from. And we will look on the map of Brännkyrka here. So this is central Stockholm, and Södertälje is far to the west here. But you can look on this map of Brännkyrka and also this one showing Huddinge. Very large map. So I have to place it in a good way so you can see from, yeah, it will be in the frame here. And I'll zoom in. So here we have Segeltorp, and on this map actually you can see the bus stops. The bus lines are these dotted lines. It's very beautiful, I think. It's a very nice way to show bus lines and bus stops. And here we have a bus stop called Häradsvägen. So it's a small rectangle here. Or a square. So Häradsvägen is this one, number 12. And then we will find Skylvägen, number 13. Yeah, so here it says towards Norsborg and Södertälje. Those places have already seen. So we will go in this direction. And here we have the first stop in this branch, Skilvägen, number 13. Then we have Lövsångarvägen, number 15. I guess all these streets have names of different birds. I don't know the English names for these. Lövsångare. Then we have the next stop, number 16. It actually differs a bit here. No, sorry, number 15. I forgot. Södertälje. And then number 16 is Orrvägen. So this one, Falkvägen, is not on this map. Södertäljevägen and then Orrvägen. Södertäljevägen. Orrvägen. Here's Orrvägen. Orre, also a bird. Swedish name for some kind of bird. Next stop, number 17, is Eidervägen. Here we have Eidervägen. And here's the stop. And next stop, number 18, is Måsvägen. Here's Måsvägen. And here you can see a small line here, dashed line I guess. It's the border between two districts. And I think in this district we don't have the streets named after birds anymore. This new district. So next stop is called Tallen, it says here. And the stop after that is Furuvägen. And here I can see Furuvägen, but not Tallen. Tallen means just the pine tree. So I guess Tallen could be here somewhere, located here. And then number 20, Furuvägen, is here. Stop number 21 is called Snättringe. And here we have Snättringe. And Snättringe is also the name for this district. So you can see here. Next stop is Stråkvägen, number 22. And here is Stråkvägen. But the stop seems to be called Lönnen here on this map. And lönnen means just the maple tree. The next stop, number 23, is called the Milstensvägen. And here we have Milstensvägen. It's actually a place here called Milsten, I guess. But I'm not sure exactly where. But here's Milstensvägen. And then we have number 24, Heimdalsvägen. Yeah, here we have Heimdalsvägen, so the stop should be here. And the next stop, number 25, is Stuvsta station, Stuvsta railway station. There's the railway. Here's the station, and here's the bus stop. And the next stop, also 25 on this map I'm looking at, we have Norra Parkvägen. So it's here. N stands for Norra. North Park Road, Norra Parkvägen. And here's Norra Parkvägen. Here's the park it refers to, I guess. Next stop, number 26, should be Lanthemsvägen. And I can't see it here on this map. But I could try to change to the map showing Huddinge. This one. So we were here, Norra Parkvägen, and Lanthemsområdet, it says here. Yeah, here. Lanthemsvägen. This is the bus stop. And the next one should be Lennavägen. So it's this one. And here we have Lennavägen. And bus stop number 28 is called Kommunalkontoret. The municipality office. And here it is, Kommunalhuset, the stop is called on this map. And the next and last stop should be number 29, 29 Huddinge station. So I guess it goes like this. And this is the last stop, Huddinge. I guess this is the station building. So we went from Häradsvägen to Skylvägen, Lövsångavägen, Rödhakevägen, Orrvägen, Eidevägen, Måsvägen, Tallen, Furuvägen, Snättringe, Stråkvägen, Milstensvägen, Heimdalsvägen, Stuvsta station, Norra Parkvägen, Lanthemsvägen, Lännavägen, Kommunalkontoret, en Huddinge station. Let's just check this map that we started to look at one more time. I did a quick check on Google Maps and see I was looking for the square called Stortorget, big square, and it's actually not this one. It's this one, just by the church here. It was called Saint Ragnhild's Church. So in the beginning of this bus line, I guess, you should go something like from here to here probably, or here, and then continue to the hospital here. So this is Stortorget, big square. Here we have a nice legend of the symbols for different types of nature on the map. So we have a skär, that's marsh. Berghöjd, it's a hill, top, hill somehow. And jordhöjd, also some hill. But not, this is more like rocks, and this is more just earth. And we have Sankäng, that's a boggy meadow, looking like this. And we have the barrskog, the coniferous forests, and the lövskog, the deciduous forests. And here are some more symbols. Stone wall, the main ditch, power line, houses, industrial building. Here's the scale. Kilometers, meters. So yeah, I think it's very interesting, fascinating to look at this map with all the streets, and you can really imagine how it looks on these hills and these forests, marshes, lakes. You have to study it very carefully and in detail, like scaled up like this. Take a really close look, because otherwise you will miss a lot of information. It's so tiny and hidden somehow. Småttingbo. Here. What does it say? Is it lugnet? Calm. The calm place. Very hidden in the forest here. Small open area just outside the house. This little house here. The calm place. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See you soon. Take care. Sleep well.